Fogged.
Thank you very much. It's game 2, Fogged. And what do you reckon from what we've seen from these lineups?
Very strange. Did not expect the eye. I did not see that one coming at all. I thought they were going to do some type of flexible stuff, but not with this hero. This is... Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely out of the box, and it's usually a pretty tough hero to make work. You are more of a newer team, which mudgolems, they still have... You know, they're still getting their combos and everything all together. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. They have some very limited team fight on their side, very limited ways to start fight. And I'm looking at NAVI, and they've got their bread and butter. The combo that I saw them look super dominant with at the beginning of this tournament. Their Mars and their Phoenix.
That's very true. I mean, this game, they've definitely got some heroes that can play around it, right? They do have the Snapfire. The Lina is pretty fast, hard-in hero, and of course their carry is the Lifestealer, a hero that doesn't care too much about the ultimates of these two heroes, but still definite potential early on in the lane. Now we'll sit there and play around the Rage, and as you say, it is something that we have seen NAVI be very strong with. So we'll see how well they're able to play it. But at the same time, mudgolems seem to be pretty smart with what they're doing, and you've got to imagine that
30 seconds.
You know, things like the Mars and Phoenix, this wouldn't have necessarily surprised mudgolems. They're going to have things in mind, and they're going to know how NAVI likes to play with these heroes.
Yeah, and I think that there's a reason that they did all this. I think they like triple down or quadruple down even to ensure that this egg will never go off. They have the tether with the overcharge, so that's double the attack speed. Lina with Fiery Soul, Snapfire with that thing, and then Lifestealer with his Rage. So every single one of their heroes should be able to hit egg in a lot of situations. That's at least what I thought of when they picked the IO. That, and they can also dodge fights a lot. You see a Mars and a Phoenix drop their ult, you maybe can relocate, save, and then you look for fights yourself and try to play around those cooldowns, because they're not very cooldown reliant on the side of mudgolems. And I'm looking at this. This is actually an old dual lane. If people remember, I'm sure people do, from the horrifying times during their pubs, during the IO Bloodseeker era, when it was the 700 movement speed Bloodseeker and 700 movement speed IO, and you couldn't slow either of them. There was a time when this ran offlane almost every single game in high-level pubs when it first got added. So I think this is another thing that they're looking to do, because the mobility, especially versus a hero like Drow, this Bloodseeker in the mid-game is going to be moving at an insane pace to get on top of her.
Now we'll see how well V2 and Roger are able to deal with this lane early on. I do know Drow, pretty decent laner, right? You are going to have those Frost Arrows to punch in, and with the tag team set, it's going to be some good damage, but it's just that constant sustain, and the fact that 33, he's always going to be ready to turn with a blood right if Roger does overcommit.
So much sustain, like you're mentioning. Between the two of them there's the thirst, and then also just the tether heals. They might be able to just counteract the tag team every single time just because of those heals. But like you said, strong lane from the Drow. It's just, I think they can play around it pretty nicely. High armor on Bloodseeker, and then IO can always tether away.
And then in the mid lane, BoraNija Lina against Iceberg's Pugna. This sort of matchup, I mean, what you sort of expect from this? Just pretty even? I mean, is there any kill potential from either of these heroes early on?
I prefer the Lina in the matchup. I most of the time prefer Pugna, but this is one of those where it's Lina just always, you have two different forms of magical nukes. You have a stun as well, and you have high physical. You just have everything to deal with the Pugna. So I like the Lina just slightly, maybe like 55.
What a lane. Skeeter. Oh, he was low, but he actually gets away with staying alive, gets the first blood. He should fall. Yeah, General will actually find him at the end of it all. But not before he got the first blood.
Very nice.
They were able to get him pretty close to the tower and underneath it, and for that initial onset of damage.
Look at the way that the safe lanes are. Speaking of safe lane, top Roger and V2 starting to get pushed away. This lane is getting too strong.
You're seeing the potential very early on from the Bloodseeker IO. The fact that they're able to just run at them like that, and what sort of changes that from happening? I mean, it doesn't seem like a whole lot. Roger's 2 spells are not the greatest at holding them away, and the snowball, the save that he does have, going to be able to dodge him from the blood right, but still just the chase after it. Just so much damage. It just seems so much harder for NAVI to trade back with this.
Absolutely, and 33, like we mentioned, he always has full sustain. This looks like an impossible lane for NAVI to win, actually, with these two. I think V2 is going to actually get pushed out of the wave soon. Right now, he at least has double range group pushing into him, so he'll get some XP. But yeah, he needs to be careful, just not die at all times. As they're going to go on him again up top. The Blood Rate connects. They may just dive this.
I mean, they're getting away with it. They're just going under the tower and killing him off. He doesn't even multi-shot in the right direction. He was... you only multi-shot in the wrong direction when you're tilted, and I wouldn't blame him. Against these two in this lane, this is not a happy lane for the Drow. You're going to feel pretty annoyed with this.
She's always going to get ran down. I'm looking very concerned for this top one because they're going to constantly harass the other lanes in so that the Thirst is kicked in, and then Tether, increased movement speed. They're both moving 400 move speed. They're going to get on top of her every time. Yeah, this is definitely concerning right now for this top lane for NAVI. As Lifestealer bottom Skeeter, he's still getting away with farm versus the Mars and the Phoenix. V-Tune. They're going to just try to reset the lane positioning, but they didn't point this out either. Both teams heavily warding those safe lanes to make sure that there's no pullbacks, no side pulls, nothing cheeky.
Yeah, everything being blocked.
Yeah.
Dyer's
Milan makes a move away from top. That's when 33 starts to get zoned. But he's looking to set up on mid. Iceberg.
Comes in with the tether. Bit of punch on the Iceberg. Iceberg's got a south though, so he's good to go. He's coming up to those 5-minute bounty runes. He will be able to make sure that he's refueling himself down there.
Radiant structures
Milan, he did refill himself, and now he's going back toward top so they can continue this pressure to V-Tune. V-Tune got a little bit of space there to get some last hits. He's up to 12 now because of the move from Milan. Still a very tough lane for him though. Whenever they do get aggro, he has to just be very careful. 290 move speed, just can't get away. And look at BoraNija's positioning. You were talking about those 5-minute bounty runes. He actually pushes the wave in, and he's taking it aggressively. Love it.
Very smart.
Money to burn.
They actually might get all 4 bounty runes because yeah, they're gonna get all 4. That's huge.
There's some early gold lead coming out from mudgolems this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Grab all of those and
Phase boots on Skeeter, so now that bottom lane, the times when General and Always Want to Fly could have looked to get aggressive on the Lifestealer, that it's starting to go away already. He's got this increased armor, increased movement speed. Gonna be much harder for General to take advantage of this hero now.
Top, not getting any easier for NAVI. I mean, being able to find a little, a bit of farm. He's at the bottom, but he's got something.
He's got his boots now at least, so he can actually avoid the blood, right? Still only 335 move speed. Like, still very, very difficult for him to actually get away from them. As they're looking to turn, but this is not an easy. This is not easy to turn on. There's too many
You can't turn on this. You got to start running. As soon as he's in with the snowball, and just 33 full HP after that. These sort of moves just don't do anything to the Bloodseeker.
And look at V-Tune. He tanks one spell down to half health and gets salved up 33. Like you said, he's always just chilling. Always more than enough sustain. And he's pushing the lane in pretty hard here. The catapult is going to be going down here, so they're going to have a catapult pushing in up here top.
Mid lane. Very good. Pretty much exactly even actually with this wave coming in. Yep. Continues to be free farm for both of the mids. They push it back and forth. Bottom lane, Skeeter. Cookie setup. He's in on to Always Want to Fly. Straight away with the TP out. Ooh, he'll only just make it, but he does.
Ooh. I love that Fada went for early Shredder. Just going to point out, I think I say that every game first, when I see Snapfires. Whenever I see the 2-point cookie, sure, it's great in the lane, but Little Shredder is insane. It's -6 armor, putting Blightstone, -8 armor on the target you're hitting. And mid-game, as soon as you hit 6, you will be able to kill that egg. You don't have to wait for your level 7, level 8.
I mean, we're seeing this now in the top lane as well. Is it getting to the point where you just can't really go to lane? Yeah, V2 we saw there just having to TP out as they moved in on him. And still at a stage where 33 hasn't even got the level 6 of the rupture. They are going to have Iceberg head over it.
Yeah, I like this. 33 checks the side camp. It's still blocked by the sentry. Theirs wasn't able to counter it. Milan looks like he might go down here. The raindrop actually saves him.
He's away. He's away. He's going to be fine.
Iceberg trying to push in forward. BoraNija is over here, though.
I was going to say Iceberg. There's no way he can move any further in on this one. Iceberg's got to let this one go.
Radiant are scanning.
And up into this spot, part of the map.
Similar to last game, though, they push V2 out of his safe lane, and now he has to go farm the mid, just like the last time. He's not a level 4 PL this time around, but still definitely getting slowed down.
Compliments.
Around the rim, Fodder is able to grab the bottom one. Regen. See if he can get some sort of catch on mid, but Scatterblast not able to reach Iceberg. He's going to step back. She steps back into the range of the Light Strike Array. They've got the stun. If they got the damage with the Laguna, they certainly do. Just getting in a little too close, and BoraNija very quick with that opportunity. As soon as he sees him step forward, catching him just on the edge of that Light Strike Array. Very nice turn from the Lina.
Instant turn.
Yeah.
That's perfectly done. And up to 2k gold lead. Back up to top. They see Roger trying to farm. They're going to try to pressure him a bit there. Maybe even like going under the tower a little bit here too. 33 looks like he wanted to chase. Milan looked like he didn't. And V2, he's going to just have to jungle.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that mid lane proving to not be a safe place either. As top, 33's got the rupture, drops it down on a Roger. Roger will manage to save himself with the snowball. Off the side he goes.
Already.
And that's it's going to do the damage.
6? Oh my god, fought at 6 before 9 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Getting the D-Ward too.
Iceberg is fortunate to get away with his life there too. Like, that's Pugna this early on into a level 6 Snapfire is also a very free kill with any type of disable.
No, I mean, he's the same level as V2.
Yeah, I can't believe how fast he's 6. That's insane. I guess because of how bottom happened. I don't know. And there's the rotation mid, Fada.
Yeah, that kill mid must have really done it. Because you're right. This is an insane amount of XP for him to have. Roger's going to TP into this top lane.
Roger might just die.
He's going to need some backup. The backup is on the way.
They're bringing a lot.
See if they can get some kills in Navi as they look towards Milan. Now, should be able to find him. It's actually out to the side with a big tether. He's away. Fada will get left behind, but Fada tries to turn with the Scatterblast. He's going to be able to bring down Roger with him. He'll take that. And pretty much 4 members of Navi turn up to push them back. Well, they kill Fada, but not without Fada taking down one of their own.
He almost got the experience for the kill too there. Them taking so long to kill him. But yeah, having to bring 4 heroes to punish a Snapfire, the 5 position who's pressuring your safe lane so hard. V2, Skeeter's actually setting up with a very clever position here.
They got the stun. Oh, not quite able to get there in time.
That was heads up. I like that from Skeeter. Wow. He actually went in, checked the ancients. He saw that they're stacked, and then he hides himself behind a tree, baiting V2 for the lead. Smart plays coming out from Mudgolems. And again, just like last game, they're up to almost a 4k gold lead after this laning start.
This team definitely a team to watch. I think. I mean, it should come to a surprise to some people because of the caliber of players that they do have on the squad, but already showing just in the series we've had so far in this early stage of the tournament, some very impressive showings. So top lane, 33's able to get the blood right off in time. Iceberg's moving over Milan, but the relocate's there. Milan probably going to be in a bit of problems himself as
they don't have a stun. He can just tether away.
Tether again?
I think so. Spear's on cooldown for 2 seconds. Will he be able to get the timing?
He is. He's able to get. Does still get trapped off the arena. The spear's off the mark, but they should have the burst. And they slowly but surely will. Again, it's 4 heroes of Navi you're seeing come in. And it is just a support dying. So another instance where it just feels like Navi, they're having to use so much to achieve so little, really, as they just continue to fall further behind in gold.
Yeah, and you know, they, like you said, they get the kill, but it's on the IO, so whatever. And in the meantime, Skeeter takes bottom tower. BoraNija does majority of damage to mid tower, and they get into the ancient side of the drow, put a sentry to block, and a very clever ward that that's not going to get dewarded. That ward's going to stay there, and it's going to be able to give vision of this entire triangle. I've never seen that ward. That's a nice one. That one avoids most of the regular sentry spots by a good margin.
You're not going to check sort of that far north, and if you do, you're checking over to the cliff on the east.
Yeah.
Over in the river.
Always want to
fly. He's going to pop the ult, but they've got the damage. Oh, not the damage. The attack to take it out in time. Iceberg tries to turn with the life train onto BoraNija. They'll roll him with the snowball onto Fada. Fada, he's still alive here. Finally will fall as he gets burst down. Skeeter also low, but he's able to turn with the face towards Roger. Roger keeps himself safe with the shards. He's still trying to chase in. Oh, quite close to the gap though. Maybe 33 camp. Speed it in. And down. Rupture as well. Roger. Dead here. Gonna buy a bit of time with the snowball. As if anything, just rolls himself over to allow Skeeter to be the one to claim the kill. And Skeeter will be very happy with that.
Under attack.
Again, they're always setting themselves up for so much. Look, and like they're always, I think they're getting so much on the map. BoraNija has come in. Milan, the IO, is hitting the top tower, getting it down pretty low. All 3 tier 1s are about to go down. mid and that top are going to go down really soon here for the side of NAVI.
They
have to.
Three of Navi's cores are falling behind. BoraNija, he's so close to having Yules and bots at this point, and 2k ahead.
Radiant
Any core on Navi's team.
He's level 12.
Dire's
Oh my,
top
almost level
tower is under
13
attack.
even. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's gonna do some pretty insane one-shots. You know,
What?
Drow Ranger, not
Top.
the tankiest hero.
Can Milan get the last shot on the tower?
Dire's
Oh, he
top tower
can't.
has
Always
been
want to fly
denied.
able to find it with the deny. Try
They
for some
want him
setup
now.
here. Fada's trying to do something. A little tricky to close in on the Phoenix with the dive.
They were able to get the D-wards here. Roger did actually end up finding that northern observer ward around the triangle, and they secure it for Vtune to try to get some farm. But yeah, like we said, Vtune only level 9, BoraNija now 13. So this Laguna Blade is also going to shred it through this low-level Pugna and low-level Drow
Radiant's
quite
middle
easily.
tower is under attack.
So damn farmed, and they're continuing to grow that lead, almost up to 6k. NAVI, they got to start looking to do something here with their Mars and Phoenix.
General, he's going to drop the arena, but the spit misses, and Fox just able to jump out of it.
And now General,
Oh no!
he'll be okay, but uh-oh. I think now mudgolems, they're going to look to push this mid tower pretty hard here. No Mars ult, can probably look to commit into it here and look for some dive plays. Navi's got to bring everybody. Skeeter is connecting.
Yeah, he's coming in with his wraparound straight away, but he has been caught by the size of the stun. He's in trouble. He's getting like they're able to take him out. A little bit too much of an over-aggressive gank there from Skeeter as he tries to swing him from the back. Navi's prepared. This is how going to come into play. Still trying to fight on forward. Snowball almost certainly put him in a dangerous place here, Roger, as he rolls straight into the midst of the four of them.
Held your feet to the fire.
They get themselves something at least, though. Skeeter playing over aggressive.
Well,
Uh-oh.
With Laguna up, he certainly does. Dead Phoenix.
And now they can go right back and take the mid tower. So Navi, they did a good job holding, but
Are fortified.
it will inevitably go down. At least they get the big kill on Skeeter, who we see the itemization. He's playing versus Drow Ranger. Full plus armor. Armlet already giving you plus armor. Now a plate mail. He'll be strong versus that Drow at all stages because of this.
Very nice to scam. He gets the extra little bits of physical burst from the Tusk with his punch, or the Mard with his rebuke. That armor to make it very hard, really, for Navi to kill him. Even though we obviously did see them be able to do so just then, but I'm sure we won't see Skeeter try for that much of an ambitious move again.
Dire's middle
He's at
tower is
33
under
armor
attack.
when he has his armlet active.
Radiant's bottom tower
That's,
is
I mean,
under
it's 16
attack.
minutes in. That's
That's a
some of the
lot of
higher armor you're going to be seeing it hit on a hero.
Yeah, this is one of the better heroes versus Drow Ranger because of that. It's a weird, you know, Drow is good versus Lifestealer for the most part because of the nature of the matchup, but the itemization you go on Lifestealer is just good versus Drow like this. See Navi all together. I like they're playing together here. They have Blink on General, so they're very strong right now.
Can get the catch on Fada. There we go. He's looking for it. Fada. Got the
Dire's
snowball.
bottom tower is
Out.
under attack.
They land with the save. Now there's the rest of mudgolems turning up. Can Navi still take this? They're trying to set up for the fight.
They got the ward down.
Let's see what they can
Fada's
do.
gonna kill it off.
Gonna try and get on top of Milan. Supernova down the side. Skeeter's gonna go straight towards with the egg. He's popped the rage, takes down the egg. The arena does trap 33. 33 still alive though. Jump forward. The cookie Fada stuns up Roger. Skeeter moves over towards the Tusk. Is 3 dead. Maybe even 4. The Yules combo lands down onto General. They kill Milan, but it costs them so much. 4 dead on Navi. As it's just sort of a similar story to the fights that we saw in game 1, where Navi they begin to fall behind, and then it cost them so much to get the smallest of kills. You know, it's just the IO going down, and 4 heroes losing their lives in the process of it.
As soon as they don't get Fada to start it off and he's able to disengage, it looks rough. And the things that we talked about early on, how mudgolems, they drafted themselves in this way that Egg is always going to die, it's working. Like Fada there, he pops his little shredder, kills the nether ward before the fight starts, so they take no damage from that. And then they have, you know, the Lifestealer and the Lina easily able to focus that one down with the rest of them just sitting inside the Marzul. Again, mudgolems continuing to impress and not slowing down, looking for another fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Navi, it feels like they don't know them here as mudgolems just seem to be too prepared.
He's got the blink, so he's got upon hit. Poking around on the side of them. I mean, Arena's up in a few seconds. Navi do want to try it. Another shot at having a team fight.
Nice, he stole the big dragon there, General. Nicely done. You see the way mudgolems is playing, though. Immediately just charging toward that triangle area. When there's no Mars ult, there's no Phoenix ult, they know how much stronger they are, even walking into those riskier positions.
They're set up for a smoke. They've got one on Roger. With the ult, so they're going to get another shot. Look for the team fight that just not being able to come out with successfully. Maybe they can find the Lina. I mean, BoraNija would be a perfect grab. They're gonna go for the Roche attempt. Now, is this gonna get scouted out at all? It's pretty quickly done here by Navi.
Fada,
he's heading over. Is he able to get this soon enough? It's going low. He's gonna have to jump in if he wants to, but it's already down. Get themselves. Oh, Beachin, he stuck around. He tried to TP out in the midst of it all. Fada goes in with a cookie. They will be able to save him, though. Snowball, it didn't get them up to the high ground. Beachin, who will live still. Roger's going to be left behind. The chase for more here. The relocate coming in from Milan, bringing in Skeeter from the side. He's over onto the drown. Beachin's down. Iceberg trying to stand his ground and take down Milan with a life drain, but he hasn't got the damage. The Laguna's there, and it couldn't have gone any worse for Navi. They get Roche, they get the Aegis. But Vichu's decision there to sort of instantly TP out of the Roshan pit and try and get himself somewhere quickly on the map, it just cost them everything. As Fada, he's in, he puts it to a stop, and then just as soon as they get the Aegis, they have it taken away from them.
And now they lose all 4 bounty runes too off of all of it, and this game feels very impossible. And with their Mars and their Phoenix, they're not able to get the setup for the team fights.
No, and the setup from maybe they have got him in the arena.
He's got
Supernova's out, and he's able to move to the side. Supernova stun with a clip him. Now he's out of range a bit.
It just
Navi
delivered.
Don't lose anyone.
It just came on the courier. That would have been such a big kill for them. Oh, he gets it delivered, as well as the Lotus Orb bailout from 33. Warning here. Can't even get punished for his over-aggressiveness there. It's a level 18 almost on Lina, 12k net worth. That would, that would have been a real nice comeback for them there.
I mean, it would have been a bit of a comeback.
A bit of a comeback, yeah, fair enough.
Just a little bit of a comeback. They need a few more of those to make a complete comeback.
It could have snowballed, though, you know, some chain kills. It's always a possibility, but Navi all kind of running together here, hands held. And it feels like mudgolems, they know exactly where they're standing right now. Skeeter, he's just hitting on the tower with his team all at the ready around him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
How's it AC looking? He's got it done, right?
He's got it done.
It's on the cars. 21 minutes in, AC complete. The squad. Navi. You get a jump here, General. Looking, but it's just so hard to complete. He knows that each time Milan is going to be waiting in the shadows, quite literally. He's got that amulet. Staying hidden and ready to jump in with tethers and saves when needed. We'll turn to the side. BoraNija's going to commit. Combat's always want to fly past the BKB so he can with the Laguna, but it's not enough damage. Always want to fly, so he's able to get away and pop in. Taking a bit of a punch from Vichu. BoraNija goes in so he can land the stuff onto the tower. There's a snowball coming in onto BoraNija, but this Lina's not dying. BoraNija's able to live. The burst steal's there for the invest. He's not going to go down. Navi's going to lose 3. I mean, BoraNija just playing it so smooth there, closing the gap on the Drow whilst at such low HP, knowing that he has to take off that passive, land the stun, and with those sort of maneuvers, he keeps himself alive, he keeps his cool, and Navi can't even kill him.
Dire's top tower is under
unbelievable.
attack.
Actually unbelievable. Everything just to bail him out and save him too. The little things, the mechs, the sticks. Just all this plus armor too, like we said, like the AC, all these things to kick in. The medallion thrown on him too, any of these plus armors. Yeah, mudgolems, they came with such a good plan. Itemization on point, 20 to 6. Feels like Navi just stands no chance.
Yeah, I mean, the game one did go out at the sort of 41 minutes. You know, they're having to draw it out a bit against the Spectre, but this time round, mudgolems, they're just taking a quite a lead at a much faster pace. And I'm with heroes that are going to be much more geared up to closing it up soon if Navi's not able to pull out some sort of magic to turn this.
And this time they don't even have V-Tune, you know, this PL at the top of the charts or anything. It's a Drought Ranger, 0, 3, and 1.
And he's sitting in the trees.
Net worth. And he's sitting in the trees, he can't even play.
He's got to. It's so scary, the map right now.
Immediately they run up aggressive, still no Mars ult. It comes back up right now, but that's the target they find as well.
He's got the ult to dodge the combo. So he'll live. Skeeter's thinking about diving past the tier 2 tower, but he'll hold back on that now with the jump forward. General. Okay. He's able to get the spear down onto Skeeter. Skeeter's getting low. Can they finish him off? They've got the silence. Skeeter's being focused, but the save. Milan comes over with the heal. Skeeter's not going to go down. Turns over towards Iceberg with the open wounds. Now a look towards General. The Gunnar in to play. General cannot blink out. As Skeeter lives, they just can't kill him even when it looks like he would be dead for sure. Nice shards play from Roger, pushing him down to the low ground, but the balls, ooh, not enough to kill him. He's going to make it out. Nice. Very, very nice little shard dodge there, pushing him down and out to safety. But still, the lead grows for mudgolems, 14k advantage. And we're seeing back-to-back now, both cores in positions where they get so low, but Navi can't quite finish the kills.
And we're definitely seeing the reasons to the IO. These saves from Milan have been absolutely ridiculous all game, and it's always versus that combo, so they are trying to play around those ultis. That Mars plus that Phoenix with the relocates, and also just his positioning. These mech heals as well, just time and time again. Yeah, it makes sense why they would last pick an IO for this guy.
Under attack.
Milan pretty good at it. Pretty good at his specialist of the heroes.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, he always has been. I mean, any time you sort of see a team that got the old IO player getting in as the 5th pick, you know that there's going to be some struggles down the line for the enemy. And we're seeing it here. And maybe this game will be a bit of a reminder to the other teams that will go ahead to face mudgolems that IO, you can't forget about it when you're playing against Milan.
No, definitely not. They're looking so hot. They're playing super well together. Navi, they're smoked up, trying to set up something around the bounty runes, but it's just going to be time wasted for them. I feel like that line drawn by 33 is like that's the only place that they should be able to play in the game as Navi. As mudgolems looking to keep constricting them inside the base. 33 pushing them away. Iceberg's trying to pressure down bottom, but not going to be able to do much of anything. And it's very rare you see a team with Pugna have almost no building damage in a game. That's how well mudgolems is playing. They're not even letting them hit the buildings.
We go General.
Dire's top tower.
Managed to get the spear in play. Holding off that BKB for now, BoraNija, but now he's able to self-fuels. Roger stepping forward, but the BKB's out. BoraNija, they turn, they take down the Tusk. The rest of Navi have to run. Chases on here from mudgolems. There's 33 in BoraNija. He's zooming forward. Three's got the urn down, Bloodbright as well, as Navi continue to get forced back. He's closing in on V-Tune. V-Tune's outside of the base. Hurricane Pike on cooldown for 10 seconds. Will actually relocate back out of there, not wanting to commit any further with the buyback from Roger. They'll respect it and give the space to Navi. Again, just Navi, they keep trying this commitment.
BoraNija
can't find BoraNija. Another save. Milan's over with the tether. They do manage to spin Milan up on the wall. Can burst him. They do manage to kill the IO. The IO is down. Now, what more can they get? Navi need much more than the IO kill right now.
That was a huge cookie by Fada. BoraNija, I think he was going to get speared actually to the wall, but the cookie bounces him over and Milan ends up actually in front of it and he catches the spear. That was very quick save from Fada. They may have lost, I'm pretty sure they would have lost Lina there. Super quick play as Navi. They're trying to fight back, trying to secure this triangle so V-Tune has a home. They need it to happen quite a lot more. They need to get the bigger targets. They just keep killing the supports. They can't kill these cores.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
8 and 0 on BoraNija. I think 4-0 on 33. They're just unable to really find these cores too often.
Dire are scanning.
And it's not a game where it's going to get any easier for Navi's heroes. They're all about these sort of mid-game fights, the jumps, the bursts, and they've just not managed to make it happen with the lead that mudgolems have managed to build up very early on in this game. You know, straight away from the lanes, mudgolems had an edge, and now getting bigger. 13k up. KBAC done on Skeeter. Go the route of the nullifier next.
Oh, he's actually unkillable. He has BKB finished. Yeah, the only thing that can kill him, the only thing that could kill him before was if it was silenced and he can't actually get the rage up. Now he'll always have either BKB or rage at the fights. So an egg, never gonna get off. Always want to fly. They're always gonna be able to hit that one freely. Now he shouldn't. He was the only core with any deaths. We should not be afraid at all anymore.
Roger. Not a lot he can do it. Into the snowball he goes, rolling over. 33's Blood Bright clips him on the way out.
Oh, nice neutral. That's neutral items that they got on the side of
What have we got? Anything
mudgolems. Telescope on 33, and then the repair kit on Milan. That HP regen on IO is pretty nuts. Yeah.
Don't have anything to stop it. This game, didn't go for any sort of vessel. I mean,
No.
does that sort of surprise you, or is it just the nature of the fact that they're just not really getting gold for that sort of stuff, that they have to prioritize other wins against the IO?
Yeah, I think they've been too far on the back foot the entirety of the game. It's such an
Dyer's
expensive
middle
item,
tower
and
is
they
under
wouldn't even have
attack.
charges for it most of the time. They're not getting killed.
That's true. That is true.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Maybe the logic there.
Ooh, they might get their first tower here, Navi. They're trying to set up for it. It might get denied by 33. And Iceberg, he has to be very careful of his positioning.
Oh, he's got to hide. He's out with the TP. He's BoraNija able to find him. No, not quite in time. Iceberg makes it away.
Almost get the tower at least, though. So a little bit of injection of cash. If it does go down, it's down to 50 HP. Always want to fly. So you're going to sneak. Always want to fly sneaking the tower bottom.
Here we
Look
go.
at him go.
Get that money.
Radiant's bottom tower has
They're coming in
fallen.
with a relocate, but he is well and truly away. Nothing Milan can do to stop that.
Nicely done.
And they'll take every little bit of gold they can get right now, Navi.
Under attack.
Yep.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
They just have to hope for some type of incredible high ground defenses, really. Fighting outside of the base is impossible for them. You have to have Drow sitting miles away from Skeeter.
Money to burn.
For the twins.
But yeah, Mudgolems, they're just going to play the farm game and just chill out anyway then, if that's the case. If Navi wants to play in the base, look at the way BoraNija has itemized this game. BKB, MKB,
Oh, man.
and he's got a Satanic Cube.
Skeeter is... Yeah, he's going to hold back on that one. A little too far even for him, even with the Aegis. No need to try and rush high ground as such.
No, they've got the lanes pushing in, Fodder's forcing in bottom as well. They've got mid pushed in with the catapult. They can look to siege. Can Navi hold? Trying to creep wave.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Even if he's all buffed up, he still has to give respect to the Drow. I think he's sitting at like 50-something armor when he's gets the solar crest and everything thrown onto him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing you say that, but I was seeing, you know, those procs come in and they don't do a lot.
No.
Are heavily mitigated by the high armor values that he's built up. But yeah, Mudgolems, they've got many routes out of this game. Chill, wait for Skeeter to get this big item on. And here, just continuing to stay far ahead of the whole game.
Look how they do this too. They don't actually they don't teleport a hero back. They run a hero back with Milan in case a fight kicks off. They can just reload him in. So even then, they're, you know, even though they're so far ahead, they're doing the little moves that are so important in these type of games.
Navi, they're on another hunt. They're out with the smoke.
And they catch
Now
these
making
two.
the pings up to top. Can they burst these here? I mean, it's all down to General jumping in and getting a spear, really. Instantly start things off, but even then, saves are available. Maybe they can burst Milan. They're going to focus towards him. See what they can get done here. Milan buying time for himself with the Ghost Scepter and the Glimmer. Still surround him, drop in the arena. They want that IO dead. They'll get it.
Can they get away without losing anyone, though?
Trying to get out BoraNija. Was he able to fly with the stun? He's able to cancel the TP. Always want to fly. Roger out the side with the snowball. He'll also fall there. He's always want to fly and Roger go down. The rest of Navi do get out. But again, it's just one of those moves that they've had so many times, Navi. They're killing the supports, but they cannot do anything else whilst they're this far behind.
They can't take out these cores, and it's always Mudgolems. Like, they read the play. They know that that's the best move that Navi can make. They're already setting themselves up and sending their heroes top to deep.
General.
Top, General.
He's coming for this one. The egg's going to be popped down deep. Step aside, wait it out.
Mudgolems is happy seeing that. Egg on cooldown now. World is their oyster. They can back up and reset. I always respawn too. Yeah, he's just going to TP in. He's also going to fill BoraNija's bottle as well. Just
98.
Yeah, it's
When we saw that last time round, it was pretty bang on. The game closed up moments after. Let's see. Let's see what Navi, if they can somehow swing this one around. Looking pretty tough. 25 to 9, 20,000. The lead here for Golem.
And let's see. No egg. They're stalling. He can Skeeter up. Gets his infest off onto the creep though. Keeps the Aegis healthy. And tower will be finished off from Fada. That also is Fada's Aghanims coming out on the courier, so they will have the beautiful gobble up as well inside these middle of these team fights. And Aegis reclaimed. Mudgolems looks like they're going to give respect to Navi. That high ground defense is still very strong. Oh, there it is. Gobble up ready.
All right, just fire him in.
Fire Skeeter.
Fire him in. Here we go.
At the ground.
Hey. Oh, he got him.
It connects.
He got him with the stun. He's in on him. I mean, I don't know. Well, with the kisses, yeah. Feature's got to get back to the base. Roger's going to get caught by the blood ride. Feature, he's actually going to go down. Nobody's just able to walk in and drop the Laguna on him. Oh, that might be that.
Dire's top barracks.
Dead trap out for a minute. Top rack's
has
taken out, and yeah, as soon as the axe is up, he sends them in, and it may have just closed it up.
I had hoped for the infest in the top, you know, 2 heroes in.
Oh yeah, the double.
If he gets ags, they can do the tribble as well, by the way. He can eat one, and then he can also jump inside of somebody, and then they can shoot them in.
Oh, General Manarina. Here we go. Supernova off to the side. Snowball across as well. This is an amazing start for Navi. Have they got the damage though? Nobody is dying apart from one. Okay, that's a lie. 33 does fall.
It's the humiliation.
But it takes everything, and as we can see, Mudgolems are still more than happy to turn and fight. Skeeter's running in, does get X. He won't quite die, or will he? Homer lands in with the tether. The land keeping him alive. Actually does fall to the towers. BoraNija sweeps in, picks up the triple. If they could kill BoraNija though, this actually could be a bit of a comeback.
The reload.
The spear. Ooh, as you say, he's immediately out. Immediately out, but Milan probably gonna die here.
Look at BoraNija though. They drop the cheese, they give Milan the cheese. BoraNija TP's commit to give him a tether target. And he actually gets gobbled up. That actually works. He gobbled him up on the re-relocate, and it doesn't bring him back.
Work.
It worked. I just saw it.
Wait, what?
He gobbled him up, and he doesn't get re-relocated.
Wait, what? Excuse me.
Mechanics, ladies and gentlemen.
Does anything else in the game stop that, folks? Does anything else stop a re-relocate?
Maybe if a Lifestealer eats him too in the effect, or a Pudge with Aghanims if he eats them with Dismember. I think maybe those all would work if that's the case, right? Because they're all the same mechanic.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because you'd imagine what that would sort of count for the sense that they're out of the game. But things like, obviously, OD's Astral, that doesn't stop it, but...
Well, because they're in the Nether. This technically literally removes them, I guess, literally removes them from the game.
Interesting. Wow.
I mean, I learned something new.
Yeah.
I also saw him use the Gobble Up to dodge the Phoenix egg stun on the IO too, by the way. He ate them, I think he ate him, egg popped, and then he tossed them out as well, too. So, some good stuff from Fada here. And teaching us.
Very nice.
I wonder if they knew that mechanic too, because they all started chat wheeling immediately afterwards too. So it looks like it was like, hey, let's try this, and then it worked. You're like, oh,
General. Ooh, that blink though. Goes away.
Gobbled up, tossed in. Can't quite find them. The Mudgolems continue pressure. D-Tune's trying so hard to finish up his butterfly. He's very close, but will that actually help?
Fire.
We'll two on top of that before it does any difference.
Hunting, they're swimming around looking for him too. They find a ward that was placed outside instantly. Can get close to BoraNija. Level 25. Roshan is up. They have Courier scouting it. But
as we say, Mudgolems can they can take their time there. Yep. It's not necessarily going to get any harder for them as moments pass. I mean, sure, Navi's able to start getting farm on their course, but it's not like Mudgolems are out on the map doing nothing. cleaning up farm.
Oh,
cleaning
they're
up
gonna do it.
objectives.
They're doing it. Skeeter, they're giving Skeeter the eggs. So he's gonna eat someone. They're gonna do the triple toss in, I feel like.
Oh,
They're
that's
doing this for
amazing.
the fun.
Right, who are they taking it? Who's going in then? 33? You're taking 33 into the front lines?
Wait, that's not even what the Aghanims does. The Lifestealer Aghanims is just the buff when you invest them. That's right,
yeah.
they moved into the pudge.
Fuck, dude, why are you trying to debate everyone here? Debating me.
I baited myself.
I'm trusting you.
I forgot that it's... Dude, no one's bought Ags in so long on this here. Come on, man, I forgot. I forgot it's the one where you can rage for your team. It's,
yeah, you get the BKB.
They swapped that in the pudge one. My bad. Well, that's really good, too, because then he can jump inside the Lina and pop rage, too. We've seen him do a lot of times. Let the party go. Yeah. With Blood Rage on top, too. Blood Rage, Rage. It's all their
Oh, they're losing the base. Navi's going to have to do something.
Tower has fallen.
35,000 gold behind right now. Are getting out the celebratory drums for these final sieges?
Oh, he bought more charges.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He had the drum, actually.
He did. I mean, those drum charges, they're going to help speed it up a little bit.
But also creep in, and Party again. So
I just don't rage. You just continue to do this. Just jump in the Lina, up to the high ground, hit racks. And then Navi have to go through that nice community. Skeeter's going to take a turn himself. Taking quite a bit of a hit, but he has the Aegis, so he's not scared, and he of course has the backup of his team. Saves of that. Cookie in the tether from Milan. Keeping Skeeter fine. Got to make a move sooner than later, Navi. Maybe we're already too far in the later part of the equation.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 4 is getting killed by creeps. They just have to sit at the wall here trying to pop more here, but with the rage.
He's just going to turn the Iceberg. Iceberg's going to get taken out. He's got a buyback. He's going to use it straight away. Roger goes down. Dive away from the Phoenix. General's caught off to the side. Skeeter's on top of him. Cookie over. Does manage to get the spear, but a scatter blast to the face from Fada takes down General. Dead for 90. Mudgolems can resume. This is down the mid. There we have it. GG, well played is called it. He managed to push it on to the 40th minute again. But even more of a lead and a beat down here from Mudgolems this time. 41,000 gold lead at the end of it all. 30.